Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniforms while I've been in here? Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal. Oh, you mean you didn't come here on purpose? I'm shocked. I really am. This slice of paradise is the Paragus mining facility, the only supplier of shipping-grade engine fuel to this corner of the galaxy. Paragus fuel plays havoc with engines, but it gets the job done. As long as you don't mind the toxic byproducts and trying to mine it without blowing yourself up. Yeah, this asteroid belt is one giant minefield. One proton torpedo, even a stray blaster shot, can start an explosion that'll make the one that shattered Paragus II look like a kid's pop detonator. You know the planet with the exposed core you saw flying in? That hole was caused by the first mining station that tried to siphon fuel off the planet. Blew a whole chunk out of the planet and set it drifting out here in a big clump of fuel-cooled asteroids. So the miners drill the asteroids now, not the planet's surface. That's why they don't allow blasters here. Can't trust a miner jumped up on Juma Juice not to fire one stray shot that'll turn the entire colony into a thermal detonator.
Igen, a droiddal láttam, hogy eléggé szét volt baszva a bolygó.
You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting. Then there was some big explosion. I was sitting here for a long time. Then you showed up in your underwear and things got a lot better. Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high.
De... Hát... Ezt nem szétbombáztam alatt. Valamint, hogy az ott Allison volt. És ugye ott az egész bolygót lebombázta.
The Exchange is a big crime outfit, mostly operate out of Nar Shaddaa. Spice running, gun trafficking, slave trading. Now I guess they're posting bounties on Jedi.
Ja, hogy akkor vannak máshol is értem.
Like I said, I don't know too much about it. Could be something personal, or just business. Either way, there aren't many Jedi left to do anything about it. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Végre Mandalorianak van leírva, nem mandalóriai. Az annyira zavart az egyben, hogy mandalóriainak volt fordítva. Hát ugye nem az a bolygó neve, hogy Mandalória. Egy az.
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
Hát igen, olyan megmentett a Jediket és a köztársaságot.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it. All I heard was Revan returned to pay Malak back for trying to kill her in the first place. You know women.
A férfi volt, nem nő.
Well, I wasn't there, thankfully. But I heard what she was like during the Mandalorian Wars, and it sounded like she was quick to wipe out anyone who crossed her. Dark Jedi are bad enough. But when a woman falls to the dark side, you better space yourself before they catch you. No offense or anything.
Értem, szóval a nők még a sötét oldalon is rosszabbak. Mármint, hogy ott még rosszabbak a nők. Mondjuk jogos. A Hozba kapitány, vagy százados, vagy hogy hívták, hát ketten faszba, de ugye százados. Például az a karakter nagyon irritáló volt az új trilógiában.
Look, not like your half-naked interrogation isn't a personal fantasy of mine, but... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody? From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times.
Biztos vagyok benne.
This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down the cell security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here. No deal. If I'm not leaving, you're not leaving. Great. Now to business. Let's get to the command console. All right, here we are. Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships, usually freighters. The thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No, someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here, trapped. I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. We could try, but if the miners were trying to trap you up here and probably kill you, why not call them and chat? I don't think a friendly call is going to wake them up.
No.
Be my guest. Not much else we can do. The comm's all yours.
fura módon. Igen, majd megnézem ezt a terminált. Ugye a birodalmi inkvizítoroknál ugye voltak nők elég sokan. Például engem egyik se irritált. Még a harmadik nővér se. Jó, persze elég szadista volt, meg mit tudom én, de úgy annyira nem volt probléma vele szerintem. Meg hát érthető igazából, hogy miért volt olyan. Ezek üres ládák, van itt még valami? Egyébként. Na majd a droid segít. Ja, ezt már megnéztem. Oké. Elég jól tud ezt harcolni a droidok ellen. Erre kellene jönnöm? Akkor nézzünk már el itt erről a droidok fele, hogy itt mi van. De most már megjavítja magát. Nem kellett kiválasztani. Jó, itt még itt is van. Íros kísérletek. Azt mondom, hogy fel lehetné éppen, ha már itt van. Aha, itt van az Ion. Ugál, de most nekem mi van? Droid shopolókar. Hát ezt használhatjuk szerintem. Ez? Jó, ugyanez van nála is. Erre jó lesz az Ion kísérletek. Hát az inkább ilyen lézer volt. A rendszer megsérült. Tudok még valamit? Nincs ilyen tüskén. Nem bírom egyik ajtót se kinyitni. Azt mondjuk ki lehetne. Egy aknával mondjuk. Na, itt a másik droid. Olyan súlyosan megsérült, hogy nem lehet megjavítani, nem néz ki úgy, mint hogyha annyira meg lenne sérülve. És volt egy droid páncél. Hát, azt gondoltam, hogy azt nem tudja kinyitni. Ajaj. Hogy lesz így droidunk?
So, how long have you been a Jedi? Must be tough, you know. No family, no husband. Hey, I wasn't trying to...
Szerintem volt valahol ruha
Hey, what do you know?
visszább.
A little cargo cylinder came through.
Valamiért most nem találtam meg.
If he got the turbo lifts working, then we should have a clear run to the hangar. Wait. Don't tell me you're taking that hatch down into the mining tunnels. Are you? That explosion I heard came from below. There's probably nothing down there except superheated rock and collapsed blast tunnels. You'd be an idiot to go down there.
Inkább kockáztatom a saját életemet, mint a tiédet. Igen.
You're either really brave or really crazy, or both. All right, I'll try to monitor things from up here. And be careful. The only thing moving down there is likely to be mining droids, so don't be playing hero too hard. Not that I care what happens to you or anything. I just don't want to be trying to get off this rock by myself. I'll keep the comm link open. I may be able to guide you through the tunnels from up here. Don't know if the signal will hold if you get too deep, though.
Mindjárt elmegyek vissza. Tudtam, hogy kellett lennie valahol ruhának. Ezt nyitottam ki.
Emergency lockdown is in effect. Turbulence have been sealed.
Minden üres. Itt meg ugye kreja van. Hát akkor nincs. Na, csak megmentjük a másik droidot is kihozzuk, olyan.
Can you read me? There's a lot of interference down there, probably caused by that explosion. Still, it looks like there's a route down to the Paragus fuel depot, if the passages haven't collapsed. That explosion knocked out most of the sensors. There should be an emergency crate in the next room. Watch yourself. There's a lot of droid broadcasts in that area, but I can't pin them down. Will do. And be careful down there.
Na, ott van egy ruha.
Find the emergency supplies? Damn it. I mean, good to hear it. No sense in you running around half naked. It's distracting. I mean, for the droids. Look, there may be some survey gear and a safety harness inside the crate, too. The miners wear them when staking claims on the asteroids. The survey gear is designed to spot and protect you against sonic mines, and the safety harness can be helpful if you try to disarm them.
Kurva.
Yeah, it's like a military-issue energy shield, except it's designed to protect the miners against lasers and heat. Should work against the droid mining lasers. It won't last forever, and certainly not against multiple laser hits. But it may buy you some time if you get ambushed by a battalion of droids. Just equip it on your wrist, and then you can activate it like a med pack. Again, it won't last forever, so make it count. Just one more thing. I've narrowed down some of the ID signals, and if the numbers are right, you're sharing those tunnels with a battalion of mining droids.
Megölöm a droidokat, nem?
You could, if you have the skill in a stealth field generator. These droids rely on thermal sensors, primarily to detect fuel deposits. The good thing is, that explosion down there kicked up so much heat and steam it may blind them. A bit, but not much. There's gotta be some central controller down there. See if you can find a terminal by the main access shaft. That'd be governing intelligence.
Ja. Ez a faszi egyelőre olyasmi, mint a KOTOR. Igen, és akkor itt mondta, hogy ezt a pajzsot is vegyem fel. Ugye ilyen pajzsokat használtam az egyben is. Ó, ilyen jó kék szín van benne. Ezt tettük. Így illik hozzá a kék. Akna is van.
Watch where you step. I'm picking up a lot of sonic mines down there. Don't run unless you have to. It makes them harder to spot. If you have any skill with demolitions, you might be able to recover them and use them against the droids. That is, if the mines don't get you first. If you have survey gear or a safety harness, put them on. They'll make spotting and disarming the sonic charges a little easier.
Ja, látom, de nem tudom felszedni őket. Csak így próbáltam elmenni mellette, de sok belelépett. Az 48 kredit. És rossz. Na, mi kellene itt nekem? Nincs olyan itt, ami támadást növel. Aha. Nem feltétlen kellene még az szerintem. Azt mondom, legyen ez. Legyen ilyen is, hogy droid beindítás.
Watch out. That explosion has superheated the tunnels ahead. That steam will cook the skin off your bones. If you can find a mining energy shield, switch it on. It should protect you against the heat if you move quickly enough.
Azt a pajzsot aktiválni kell. Na. Erre miért nem megy? Amúgy itt is van egy droid, csak mondom.
So, the central droid controller should be somewhere nearby. Keep an eye out for it. I'm picking up a lot of droids. If you still have a mining energy shield, I'd equip it and switch it on.
De látom, ott vannak valami panelek.
watch out. Those little pests will try to repair the mining droids if you don't gun them down first. Still, it's odd they're still active after the explosion. They don't have the same shielding as the mining droids. Be careful of those droids. I don't like this.
Többé ne így, hát azért... Na. Azért egyébként köcsög, csak nem leszek. Van még egy droid. Azt hittem, hogy itt le tudom kapcsolni a droidokat. Amúgy itt töltődik az élet a karakternek, vagy hogy van ez? Hát én nem nyomtam gyógycsomagokat, pedig sérültem, ugye? És mégis full HP-n vagyok. Lehet, hogy kombat után feltölti magának. Hát azt lehet, hogy nem tudja ezzel kiütni. Nem valószínű, mert nem is sebzi. És hogyha ezt használnám, még ne erre jöjjünk.
Strange readings. What are you doing down there? The containment fields in the mining tunnels are shutting down. You need to get out of there before they vent fuel to the surface of the asteroid through the tunnels. I may be able to keep it contained until you get the turbo lift to the fuel depot, but not for much longer. I'm locking down the turbo lift to the administration section now to keep the blast from spreading. If you've got anything left to do down there, make it quick, because where you are is going to get real hot real soon.
Pedig itt még lehet azért mászkálni. Remélem, hogy lesz időm rá. akkor itt erre. Valamiért nem akarja elnyomni a droid beindítást. Ja, nincs is erő. Jó, azt nem figyeltem. Azért nem tudtam néha használni, mert az erő elfogyott. Szónikusoknál nincs.
Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you alive, Master, provided my receptors are not off focus. How may I be of assistance? Proud answer. I am an HK series protocol droid master, skilled in transorganic relations and communications. This mod has been responsible for the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities across the galaxy. I am fluent in over 6,000 forms of communication and am also capable of nuances of expression ranging from irony to veiled threats.
Amúgy ez assassin droid. Nem protokoll, csak vannak olyan képességei, mint a protokoll droidnak.
Clarification. Oh, yes, Master. Sometimes the facilitation of communications and termination of hostilities requires the use of every weapon in one's verbal arsenal. The unspoken threat of violence to a listener's loved ones, or if possible, their entire planet, can effectively break the deadlock in the most stubborn of negotiations. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Answer. I I am a survivor of the Harbinger, just as you were, Master. With the unexpected termination of my previous Master, you are the only organic which I may now serve. Answer, the captain of the Harbinger, Master. I was in transit to Telos to facilitate communications and terminate hostilities. However, we did not arrive at our intended destination. Irritated answer. Oh, Master, it is such a long, dull story, and not terribly relevant to our current situation. Hesitant explanation. That has been the subject of considerable discussion since our arrival here, Master. Many have attempted to claim you and this unit as salvage. I was crudely interrogated concerning our brief history together on board the Harbinger, before its communications, weapons, and engines suffered the cascade failure that disabled the ship.
Emlékszel semmire, mert nincsenek emlékeid.
Speculation. It is possible you were incapacitated and locked in the well-shielded cargo compartment as the Harbinger was being systematically crippled, Master. Clarification. Yes, Master. No doubt the flurry of destruction on board the Harbinger somehow drugged you into a stupor from which you could not awaken. Most curious.
Egy Jedi hogy tud annyira elkábulni? Amúgy. Most... De van már megértem. De... Érdekes. Biztos Kreia volt benne.
Placation. Merely a turn of phrase, Master. The implication that your state was due to the result of ingesting large quantities of Juma juice was unintentional. I meant to communicate only that you were somehow rendered unconscious before you were locked securely in the cargo hold. Clarification. By locked, I meant sealed, Master. My vocabulator seems to be malfunctioning. Recitation. Following the unusual set of coincidences that led to the cascade failure in the Harbinger's systems, we were boarded by a small freighter with unknown ID codes. It appeared that this freighter had been attacked, and the captain wanted to study it. This freighter appeared to be still spaceworthy. Your cargo compartment was breached, and you were taken on board the freighter shortly before the Harbinger's systems began to go critical. I, too, managed to board the freighter before the Harbinger's destruction. We were most fortunate to have survived, Master.
Ő is ott volt az éjben héján. Hát gondolom a Sithek támadták meg.
Evaluation. Master, I do not know. Judging from the damage, it had been attacked by a much larger vessel. And when it attempted to escape the Harbinger with you on board, it was fired on again. Addendum. It does seem odd that such a small vessel has a high probability of attracting the attention of much larger vessels. Not a welcome trait in a freighter, to be sure. Explanation? I believe it was a smuggler's vessel by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Speculation. As to its purpose, I do not know. Perhaps it was always its intention to play dead, then kidnap you off the Harbinger and rob me of my bounty. Clarification. By bounty, I refer to your life, Master. It would pain me to see you damaged in any way. That is why the arrival of this Ebon Hawk caused me considerable distress. Apology. My memory core cannot provide a clear answer on that point, Master. Suffice to say that once we arrived at this floating rock, our situation became much clearer.
Muszáj volt leszállni, különben ott haltunk volna meg az űrben.
Explanation. Despite my market value, Master, the miners were far more interested in you. It did not take long for me to ascertain the reason for this. While an HK protocol droid is a valuable piece of property, Jedi are worth much more in certain exclusive markets across the galaxy. Painful admission. I must confess to feelings of inferiority at the speculated difference between my value and the price for your capture. I was forced to remind myself it was not due to a failing of my model or function, but because you were a Jedi. Surprised answer. Why, I told them, Master. You are the exiled Jedi who served with Revan in the Mandalorian Wars, are you not? I hope all that has happened has not been the result of a miscommunication. If so, then the problem lies with the core word databases, which are notoriously spotty.
Szóval Evan mellett szolgáltam, értem? Igen, mert a Mitra Szurik is revanszista volt. Hát nem tudom, hogy ez pontosan mit jelent. Ő revanszista. Hát gondolom, hogy a Revannak az elveit követte, vagy valami ilyesmi.
Indignant exclamation. Master, I am only a protocol droid, but it is part of my function to know such information and relay it to any interested parties in the interests of terminating any potential hostiles.
Most nagyon mély a kérdezéskedés.
Answer. All that has happened has been because they believe you to be a Jedi, Master. They debated what to do with you as you lay unconscious in the medical bay. One group seemed intent on selling you as property. The other group opposed this. 3 standard hours after the division between the miners became apparent, accidents began to occur throughout the facility. A result of improper maintenance, I believe. These accidents coincided with the degradation of the mining droid behavioral cores. Crude models are prone to such failures, resulting in murderous rampages. The mortality rate of organics in the facility rose quickly. Of course, Master. How may I be of assistance? Hesitant answer. A T3 utility droid would be a common sight in this facility. It is indeed. However, I feel I must inform you that, droid prejudice aside, T3 models, this individualism can become such a nuisance that even a droid such as myself is tempted to reduce them to their base components, if not crush them. But enough of my seemingly irrelevant tangent. Where did you leave the droid, Answer. Then that would explain why such a T3 unit isn't here.
Nem akar csatlakozni? Amúgy lemernénk fogadni, hogy ő lőtte szét a droidot. Nekem gyanús ez a Ez az idézőjeles protokoll droid.
It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master. Greeting. It is a pleasure to see you intact, Master.
Mi a jó Isten ez? Második generációs bányászdroid. Hol bányászdroid ez? Nem úgy néz ki, mint egy bányászdroid. Hát ez biztos nem fogom kinyitni. Felesleges.